Okay, we're gonna start recording. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm a little late, guys, so if you're not hopping on, that's okay. You guys can check the replay. So lately, I envision a different part for me as a leader, just a different role, what I see for my team, what I see for myself as a rep for this company and where it's going. And I hope, like I've noticed, or at least I feel like my posts are taking a change, and I've kind of heard that this is like a ripple effect from some of the gals. Like, okay, this $20 promotion is phenomenal, guys, phenomenal. So I'm really, really stinking excited because all of y'all are coming with me to conference. Okay, so can we just put some things into perspective? Conference of last year, I took one person. I took one person with me, and just okay, my life, like at that point I was a struggling emerald. Honestly, I had lost rank the month before, um, so I was feeling pretty down about myself. I had just got it back up, but I still was feeling like super iffy about this whole diamond thing, just because it looked and like the volume I needed was kind of insane. Like it looked so far away. And so I went to conference with my best friend and I did everything on a whim. I totally planned out the vacation completely wrong. But I went and they announced these life-changing bonuses, and I remember looking at her and like this overwhelming new Kayla just felt kind of like she took flight, because she's looking over at her best friend who's like crying and excited and like all of these emotions rolled up into one, and I could feel it, and I could feel the hope in the room, and I could see the vision. Like I could see it clear as day that it was no longer Diamond was no longer about me. It was about helping somebody else. So honestly, that entire month, I did everything I could because I wanted to help her earn the bonus, because they had a diamond bonus at the time, but it wasn't anything like the emerald bonus. The emerald bonus was $5,000 and it was like cash, where the diamond was a diamond rank up bonus where they get like an extra percentage um, of the enrollments that we got during that month. I don't remember what it was, but and then it's for like their first 6 months of working their business. So I mean, it was good money. I'm not gonna like complain or be ungrateful or anything like that, but it was not the $5,000. And I just saw it, and I saw what it could do for her, and I saw her, and she's such a hard worker, and like I wanted to run as fast as I can. And I remember thinking like, okay, I met Jade Hooper, I met all of these people at this conference, and they were just normal folk. Like if anything, I looked over at some of them, was like, hey, you're a presidential, I can be a presidential. I know what I have, and I'm that gal that I may not be the smartest one in the bunch, I may not be the prettiest one in the bunch, but okay, at the end of the day, I will work harder than the person next to me to get where I want to be. At the end of the day, like I will always be the one to just keep working hard. So I want to talk about that because I heard this a lot today of I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. You keep telling yourself you're tired, and you're right, you're tired. The body can handle not sleeping, like 8 hours a day. I'm not telling you to not sleep, but your body can handle it, but you just got to get used to it. And the more that you spend time talking about how tired you are, the less time you're being productive. That's wasted energy. I guarantee if you switch that energy of being like, I can't do something because of X, Y, and Z, and start propelling it into a solution, such as today, like I felt tired. I was like, man, my kid's been up the last 3 nights because of these molars. I have to set my alarm clock because I committed a 90-day challenge to myself to wake up an hour early every day. And I wanted to press snooze. I wanted to press snooze so bad this morning, but you know what? I didn't. But then, 3 o'clock rolls around and the baby's down for a nap finally. And I was like, oh, I could sleep. But then I'm not working my business and not inviting people to the party. Which one do I choose? Do you know how many times people, I guarantee you, have thought in their head, well, I'm too tired, so I'm not going to choose the business. I'm going to take the nap because that's what feels good in the moment. And there was something that rang true for me. I heard this at I heard this at conference. I'm going to send you a quote. Hold up. But it's good. My mama just texted me. Okay, this is it. If you need a different now, okay, you need a different now, that way you can have a better tomorrow. So I realized that if I, can you guys hear Wade? Oh my goodness, he's like hollering up a storm. Lord help me. Hold up. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Tonight, like, life is happening. He's just gonna holler. I can't do anything about it. It's the passing. It's fine. I'm strong. I'm hanging in there. Anyways, so I know that if I keep saying I'm tired, I've now put me being tired above working my business, and that means above my family's future. It's like bigger dreams. It's not just me, it was my team. Like I started and I went for diamond for somebody else. That's why. Like that's why I went diamond, is because I wasn't thinking about me anymore. It just kind of happened. It kind of had God. I really feel that way. It was God, because all of a sudden random like volume would start pouring from places that I wasn't even, like, I didn't care about my chart. It wasn't about my chart. It was about somebody else. So I went to conference and that whole experience was awesome. And I went to green carpet. Okay. So when I went to conference, I only had one, two, maybe. No, I think I only had two teammates, two girls who went to conference with me. Shelby, I don't know if you remember anybody else other than Jamie maybe coming. But it was then in green carpet. Okay, green carpet, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I had five. I had 5 people. And now on conference, I'm gonna have more. I'm gonna have almost 10 people coming with me, and that's how, like, team. And that's just for right now. Okay, like conference tickets are gonna be on sale until Saturday, and then I've still got people joining, and it's kind of like I'm really talking about it from the get-go. So if you're new and you're watching the replay, conference is phenomenal. It's a networks event. You learn training tips. You get one-on-one speeches, and like they just coach and fire you up. There is not a word to describe it other than passion and fire in that room. But it's not just the room, it's the experience itself. I made friendships with some triple diamond on the beach, and we ended up watching the dolphins swim, like right as we were at the tiki hut. It was so cool. It was so cool. So the whole experience was just magical. But I wanted to, I don't even know where I was going to go with it. But so I wrote some things down. But I think that's crazy. Think of if you worked your business every day for 365 days, could you imagine the place that you're going to be? So I at conference, I decided I was going to go all in, and then a month later, or not even a month later, it was less than 30 days, I went diamond. I reached the top 1% in the company. I helped this girl earn this crazy bonus. I got out of my own head, and honestly, like I've been working towards double ever since. I've been working towards double ever since. But I think it wasn't my season of life. I needed to go through the next chapter in order to be a double. I needed to believe that I was double. So before I went to green carpet, I have been self-developing since the day I joined. So that means listening to podcasts, reading books, new books. I read new books all the time. I listen to Audible. I'm a huge fan of Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins. These are people who fire me up, but I've also been looking into, when I first joined, I soaked it all like a sponge. I watched every Jade video that is like known to man. I also watched Sarah Meerman's trainings, um, Sarah Rankin, Ashley Mayfield. I'm so big on her, but I've only been able to find 2 training videos, and I have them saved on my YouTube. But I like old training videos. They take it with a grain of salt that some of the training that they're giving may not be like on social media, because social media is rapidly changing all the time. It may not be the same way that you can use the platform. However, they are going to talk about their stories, and they're going to tell you about their struggles. And I guarantee you, somebody is out there, like they've already gone through it, or they're going through it now, and they need you. Like, through this business, you're going to go through all sorts of crazy things. And what makes the difference is that you decided to keep going. You decided to keep brushing yourself off and picking yourself up, because we all started at the same exact place. We all started at distributor. We all didn't have friends that supported us. We all didn't have family that was around. We all had broken stories before this that we didn't want to share. But we wanted something different. And if you want change, it starts with you. It takes one person to create that ripple effect. And I really believe that, because I look at my kid, and when he was born, I was a completely different person. I mean, how many moms on here feel the same way? It's like, once your kid is there, or even just the inkling of having a child, you start to envision yourself differently, and your life, and where you can go with it. So I know for a fact that all it takes is one. And if it means me being a strong and like brave leader and going outside of my comfort zone and then teaching my team how to do it, like, yeah, right on. It's going to be scary. It's going to be a bumpy road, but at the end of the day, we are worth it. Like, all of you, I have met each one of you, talked to you, like we hang out face to face, and that's way more than a paycheck. That, like, this job has become my life, and I absolutely love every part of it. So what else did I want to talk about? Host a pose. I still do host a pose. I saw some comments on the training the other night that, like, people were worried that host a pose were dead. Are you crazy? I love host a pose. Okay, so host a pose are awesome because of the fact that it's like, if all of us are doing it as a team, so I want to keep encouraging you guys to use host a post. But if you're noticing that you're not getting the results you want, switch up the post. Switch up the post, add pictures, make it even more simple. Like, I've narrowed it down to, like, who likes coffee and who lose weight. But I do a variety. Now, if that was another thing. So post and posts are great and everything, but if you already have your first 5 customers, you should only be working on distributors and getting yourself promoted. Okay? Because at the end of the day, that's how your paycheck grows. You need more people in your business, just how Target started. Like, Target didn't do so awesome all by that one lonesome guy's self. Come on, yo, like, he needs more, he needs backup. And here, like, you kind of get to make the rules, but like, everybody gets to be their own boss. You are literally just a coach. You're there as a friend, as kind of a link arms, and to inspire other people to kind of rise up and do their own thing. Like, I hope to encourage and empower you guys all to not copy and paste posts, to stand out, to write your own messages. If I give you a message, write your own and use your own words. And or voice chat, like, God, voice chat. Shelby, you're killing me right now. Voice chat. Voice chat is my favorite, okay? So I love talking via voice chat because it's quick. Like, I could be talking to somebody while I'm walking around with the baby, and I don't have to have my phone in my face, like, glued, and then the baby is mad at me because I have the phone in my face. So that's what works well for me. You got to do what works well for you and your schedule. I've had people talk about power hours. Guys, do power hours. Like, that's what I do. So while wake napping, I take an hour of my time and I just split it up. I do a little bit of everything. I add friends on Facebook. I add friends on Instagram, but I set timers for myself. By like, adding shouldn't take that long. Adding only takes like maybe 3 minutes. We'll do like 3 minutes for each one, and I'll just have some fun with it. Interact for like 15 posts in a row. Then I message. Like, my messaging is my huge thing. I try to message as much as I can, but most of my messaging is happening at night lately, and that's just easier for me and my schedule. But like today, I followed up with all of my potentials, because Fortune is in the follow-up, my friends. I followed up with all of my potentials and invited them to this party. It does all the work for you without you having to talk about the products, the business, etc. over and over. And then you get a third party. So like Sarah will be talking about her journey. That's a third party, what's it called? Oh my God, Wade is still screaming. Shelby, you forgot the camera was on? Oh my God, you're so funny. Okay, that's great. Let's see. So how do you sign DTs? How do I sign DTs? I'm relatable with them. So I post about the business, the opportunity every single flippin' day. Even on the days I don't feel like posting, okay? So and all a life post is, because I know I got some people on here who don't really know what that is. All a life post is, it's what you see or envision for yourself in this business. And it doesn't have to be a long, lengthy thing like mine. But I like to write my posts out sometimes, because my posts take a little bit of time. I will write notes throughout the day. So like today, I was really present in the moment when my son and I were walking back and forth, and I just kind of kept note of what I was thinking about. And I just remember why I joined, and I put myself in that position again, okay? And then I remember how I felt. I was scared. I had no idea what I was doing. And then I talk about where I'm going with this business, or where I see myself going with this business. And that gives other people hope and excitement. And then throughout the days, I will, like, I'll do filter posts or interactive posts, but they're about me. They're my life. It's everything that's going on. So if you and I were to meet in person, it was just like we've been friends for life, even though I've probably talked to you only on social media. That's what we're doing here. You're not, me and Shelby were talking about this earlier. Instead, so they said something at Green Carpet. They said selling is listening. It's all about listening to who you're talking to your potentials, to your teammates, to your downline, to your sidelines. Like, and don't get too caught up in your sidelines. Like, I know you guys all want to be accountability partners and be super sweet and friends, and that's great and all, but don't get caught up in comparison. If you see somebody excelling in their business, you have no idea all the hard work that has gone on underneath the scenes, or how long they've been planting that season. Like, I talked about my miscarriage the other day, which was hard. That's not, I gotta get real with you. Like, if you want to be in this business and you really want to excel, you're gonna have to be vulnerable on social media. Just do it. Like, you're not only gonna feel better at the end of the day, but okay, there's a difference between being vulnerable and complaining, or like being super negative. And that's kind of where I'm super yellow. That's a yellow personality. I'm very all about trying to please others, and I'm just service driven, and I want to make everybody feel happy and not cause any stress at any time. So when I'm doing my posts, I'm always super afraid that I'm going to offend somebody. Hence why I read it out loud. I make sure that people know it's kind of from my point of view, but I also put it onto perspective for them as well. I use a lot of you. I don't know. I hope this is helping you guys, because I actually don't talk about my life post tips like this, but or this in depth. But I start it like how I'm feeling, but I try to kind of at the very end of it talk about the reader. Really kind of engage with the reader, and I pretend that I have like a mic in my hand and I'm trying to keep your attention at all times. Hence why, like, if I'm reading something and it doesn't sound good, because you want quality versus quantity in your posts, because that's how you're going to stand out. If y'all do the same, ooh, $20 to join my team right now, like, yeah, you might get some people, but the ones who are serious about it, they've been watching you for a long time. And or they haven't been watching you at all, and then they sign up with somebody and they're like, what's next? And they have no idea. It's fine. But there's like certain ways. Let's see, what else do I do? I talk to them. I get them on the phone. I voice chat them. I tell them what we do as a company, and if you're not well educated, educate yourself. I can tell you right now. So the CEO used to be a teacher. He used to be a teacher and a varsity coach. It took him a few years to get up to the varsity coach, but he did it. He felt like he was lacking something, so they decided to go out and create a small business of their own. But instead, I think they ended up going through 2 different multi-level marketing companies, and one of them they were doing really well in, and then all of a sudden it went kapowie, and like the next thing you know, it's gone forever. The whole thing just collapsed. So they decided they loved a lot of their parts of their compensation plan. They took it for their own, and then they found the wrap, and they've been able to create a debt-free, Christian-based company that promotes health and wellness products. That, guys, we're open to 20 different countries. And if anybody ever says the P word, as in pyramid scheme, like, you just tell them that if they want anything to do with that, like, that's on them, but we have nothing, like, that's not us. Like, those are illegal, first of all. And it's somebody who doesn't understand our compensation plan. So other companies where you join in and you get a bonus. That's it. You buy that starter kit and they make a bonus that's off of you. And they don't ever have to even train you. They don't have to teach you, nothing. Here in this company, in order for you to get any kind of bonus or compensation for it, you have to put your time and energy into these people and teach them how to be successful, how to enroll customers, because that's your job. That's your job. So in order for you to get that money, they have to have customers. So, and it's not about just growing your team. So, like I said, it's just people who don't know our compensation plan and they've been misinformed. So that's how I handle that situation. Life posts, and I reach out to people all the time about this opportunity because it changed my life. It changed my life, and I'm very passionate about it. Not just in the sense that you can be your own boss, if you quit your job and you don't have to work under a 9-to-5 anymore, because great, I'm telling you, that's awesome. But my dreams have come to the point where if I was working right now, I would be so stinking excited because I'd be paying off debt left and right. Like, that's all I want to do right now. I have gotten so specific about how much I need to pay back that I'm going to do it with this business, and then I'm going to be that person who gets to say it all Facebook and Instagram, but I'm not going to be the one who's like talking about it. I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to put in the work, and I'm going to make it happen. So how you do that is you get to the specifics. Like, if you want a goal in this company, write it down. Write it down. If you want to make an extra amount, I hear so many people who are like, Kayla, I want to quit my job, or I want to get out of this second job. Well, okay, how much money do you need in order for you to do that? Well, I don't know. You don't know? Right. You don't even know where you're going for your goals. So why are you going to keep continuing to work for them? If you don't have a goal to reach, like, you're just kind of aiming out in the sky. You need structure. You need a plan. You need a physical plan in place. So just like this trip, I started writing down numbers for what I need for the flight. And I can already tell you I have $140 now, because I just sold a baby item today. I got $140 for that flight saved already. Like, that's crazy. And it's because I know the numbers I need and I'm just working towards them. And I guarantee you that within like the next month, I'll have everything covered. Poof. But it's because I started writing them down instead of being scared to write them down and then just pretending that I'm going to magically make it happen. Because if you don't know, you don't know. So and who you're surrounding yourself with. That's what I wanted to talk about. Pay attention to who you surround yourself with. Are they complaining a lot? Are they always unhappy? When you try to say anything positive, do they snap back with something negative? Do they make you feel yucky on the inside? Like, really pay attention to these things and then ask yourself, how can I distance myself from this person, and maybe start reaching out to somebody who is what I aspire to be. Stop being afraid to do it. What I did what did I do? I mean, my husband was super supportive, so thank God there. But, you know, even there were some nights where we argued about me being on my phone, because that's why I'm trying to avoid this, right? So, like, I don't want the phone in my face all the time. And, but before that, like, we all have those moments where we just feel kind of non-supportive, but or you go through Facebook and somebody's posting something mean or negative, get rid of it. Just get it out. Get rid of it. Like, either unfollow the person, because can I be honest with you? I got somebody who's super close to me who I love, love, love dearly, but I don't follow her on Facebook. I don't follow her on Facebook because every time I read her post, I either roll my eyes, I get mad, or I want to snap back. And honestly, like, what is that doing for the world? Nothing. And it's just making me feel yucky. So guess what I do? I unfollow you. If you're gonna talk negative and it's gonna keep going, like, I don't want to be a part of that. If I see any bullying on Facebook, I will immediately delete. I've blocked people if they think that they have something not so nice to say about this company, because that's not my truth. I know my truth. I know my story, and I know my voice. And if they don't agree with it, they don't have to. But I also don't have to, you know, force myself to see that on a regular basis. So guess what? Better for you, just get the energy out while you can. And what I learned is, if you want to be more, you want more for your life, talk to the people who are doing it. Talk to or look at their trainings, look at their videos. There are plenty of things out there. Go to their Facebook pages, see what they are doing, asking questions. Ask the right questions. Not just like, hey, how are you getting your results? More so like, I remember asking, I just recently did it with a triple diamond in the area, and I asked, he said, if there was any one tip you could teach me about these parties, how do I get started? Like, I want something useful, and I want to continue using it, and never hurts to ask. Just don't harass. I know there are some people out there who've done that too. It was free. Sorry guys, my thing's got only so many minutes remaining, but I think that that's actually all that I wanted to cover. My biggest thing was stop playing small. It's so much easier for us to be like, I'm rolling through the motions, I'm messaging, I'm posting, but do you believe in it? Like, do you believe in your enrollments? You gotta believe in your enrollments, because that's the time you enroll. You start to just, can I show you guys my new thing? Okay. So I've been working since, okay, like I said, I've been working towards double since I went diamond. Like, my momentum has been like, I'm always messaging, I'm always posting, I'm always following up, yada, yada, yada. I'm doing my work every single day consistently. But guess what? I'm not double. I'm not double, and I wasn't even seeing the enrollments that I normally do. And you want to know why? It's because my mindset was poo-poo, and I didn't believe I was diamond beforehand or double diamond beforehand. So before I went to green carpet, and then after I went to green carpet, I made a huge big sign, which is so pretty, Shelby. I'm still working on it. But I'm putting my dreams like right in front of me, and I'm saying these mantras every single day about myself and where I want to go with this business, because I have to envision it. You have to believe it in order for it to happen. Cami Pentecost actually posted something today that really touched me. Cami Pentecost is somebody I really enjoy following. I enjoy listening to her. She's a black diamond in the company before she went into the field. But, and I think she's the first. I think she was the first one. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. I love that, because it's so true. It's so true. And then when you do see what you said, you're just going to cry a lot. You're going to cry a lot. You're going to cry a lot. I joke about it all the time, but I see myself like calling y'all on Facebook Live and we're talking about our beautiful, amazing dreams and crying our eyes out because we just see $5,000 bonuses in our e-suite, or like, boom, there's diamond and galore. Like, I'm excited. I am so excited. This is just the beginning. This company has so much to offer, and these promo codes are gold. I think that they are just magical for the fact that we get to pick and choose who gets to be on our team. Which, okay, so a few people talked to me about this, and I'm not just going to hand these $20 promotional codes. Like, okay, so the only way for you to get the promotional code is if you get a ticket to conference. But I'm not just going to kind of be like, hey guys, $20 for your kits. No, I'm going to kind of be a little picky and choosy on who I ask and who I hand them out to first. You see kind of where it takes me, but other people have decided that they were going to do like host to post before, as a pre-screening before they get the promo code. So in order for them to get the promo code, they have to have their first LC lined up. I have talked to Sarah Neerman about this a little bit, but you never know. You never know. I know people who have gotten their customers within their first 48 hours and then peaced out. So I don't think that's a great indicator either to tell if somebody's going to take it seriously versus just being a kidnapper for $20. You know what I mean? So get them on the phone. That's kind of my best advice for you. Get your potentials on the phone or on a voice chat and talk to them directly. You're going to hear their excitement in the voice, and you're going to hear if they're serious right from their voice. So, and you'll know what you want to do for a decision. But I think that's all I want to talk about. The virtual wrap party is happening soon. So I think she's already started posting, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Yes, she did. So hop in there, make sure you are getting your potentials on, and we will chat later. Bye, guys. Hey, oh, and can you guys tell me, how do you feel about me getting some like surprise guests on a regular basis? I'm not really sure how this is going to work because I don't have the free version of Zoom, but I know that some people liked Sarah's last week, and I think it would be fun. I would like to hear how some VIP leaders get their DTs and whatnot. Maybe we can do like I don't know. I'd have to ask Kate. I'll talk to her. But if you guys would like that, let me know. If you have any questions, anything you'd like me to go over, send me a message. Good night, guys.